In the toolbox of every skillful charlatan is the ability to lie with the truth. In the toolbox of successful charlatans, or just teams of charlatans, is the additional ability to call on audience participation for lie reinforcement. In this clip, Dr. Cole lends support to a whole series of COVID lies by simply pointing out an obvious truth, a truth that gets quite the laugh from folk who are in on the joke. In particular, Dr. Cole suggests that the average age of people who die from COVID is identical to the average age of people who would have died anyway. Hilarious! Let's give a listen.
Average COVID-19 death age, 78.6. Average age of death in North America every year, 78.6. That's fascinating.
While it is surely more comfortable to go along with the implied conclusions that everyone else seems to understand, let's go ahead and do a quick review of something that I know you understand. And while we review this issue, you might think, duh, I know that. Great. Now, please ask yourself why you didn't consider this basic fact while the charlatan was leading you down a rose-petaled path. Averages. How do those work? Right? So everybody knows that two different sets of two numbers can have the same average. The average of the number 2 and the number 1000 is the number 501. 501 is also the average of 500 and 502. So, just knowing an average doesn't tell us everything we might want to know about the numbers that went into an average. Now, let's look at some of the numbers that Dr. Cole would have seen hundreds of times when reading his thousands of papers on the subject. Numbers he seems to have intentionally ignored and or intentionally left out of his little tidbit about average ages of deaths so he could make yet another of his total BS claims seem valid. Looks like the percentages of deaths from COVID-19 among 65 to 74-year-olds is nearly 3 times higher than the nominal percentage of deaths in the U.S. from all pre-pandemic causes in that same age range. Heck, even the percentage of COVID deaths in the 75 to 84-year-old range is 40% higher than the nominal percentage of deaths in the U.S. from all pre-pandemic causes in that same age range. Goodness, maybe Dr. Cole just wanted to keep things simple for us and not have to speak such long sentences. Surely he's not just trying to hustle on past these key details to jam his own business and the right-wing agendas of his hosts down our throats.